The facts matter.
Midland business owner and former mayoral candidate Jenny Cudd making national headlines. That's after admitting on social media to being a part of the group that stormed the U.S. Capitol on Wednesday. If you were watching NBC Nightly News, she was just on there. She also appeared in this Newsweek article. The article's headline describes her as, quote, a Capitol rioter who brags about violence and says she'd do it again in a viral video. We spoke with Jenny Cudd today, and she claims she was not involved in any violence and did not break any laws. Tate Owen joins us now to tell us what else she had to say. Tate.
Cudd today clarifying her role in the storming of the U.S. Capitol. She says when she used the word we in her now viral Facebook Live video, she was using the term generally, and she wasn't referring to herself personally.
We had to scale a wall to get there. There were people that were starting to climb the scaffolding, and we just pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and yelled go and yelled charge and on and on and on. We just pushed and pushed.
The video shared across the country. Jenny Cudd updating her Facebook following what happened inside the Capitol on Wednesday.
I want to let you know what actually happened today. And I'm gonna, this is all, okay? This is all raw, and I'm gonna be swearing, okay? I'm so mad, I can't see straight, and my heart breaks for my country.
At times emotional, Cudd says she and other protesters were standing up for their country.
Will be able to find that.
Today, Cudd still stands by the decision to storm the Capitol.
Did not break any laws. I went inside the Capitol completely legally, and I did not do anything to hurt anybody or to destroy any property.
That will be up to the FBI. They're working to identify protesters who made their way inside and what exactly they did.
The FBI El Paso and Midland offices are aware of events surrounding Ms. Cudd and other West Texas residents and events that occurred at the U.S. Capitol this week.
Snippets of her video have been shared hundreds, if not more than 1,000 times. Some people calling for her arrest, others going as far as sharing it and tagging the FBI.
We received many tips from the community. We ask that individuals continue sending tips.
There's been several people that have reported me to the FBI, and the local FBI agent in Midland has my cell phone number and has not contacted me. No law enforcement has contacted me.
A lot more people now have her public number to her local business. She says she's now receiving threatening calls and messages.
So what they're trying to do is cancel me because I stood up for what it is that I believed in. And I can tell you this, and I've told everybody this, I would do it again in a heartbeat.
She says while a lot of people are focused on potential consequences for those who made their way inside the U.S. Capitol, there's a different question federal officers should be looking at.
How is it possible that one of the most secure buildings in the United States Capitol that had the majority of our government in it on one day was so easily breached? How is that possible?
While we know for sure that there is at least one photo circulating around the internet that shows Jenny Cudd inside of the U.S. Capitol building and her Facebook Live claims where she states that she helped break into U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's office, right now it's unclear if she could face any charges and what those charges could be. But we do know that the FBI is aware of the situation and looking into it. Reporting in Midland, Tate Owen, News West 9.
Thanks, Tate. Well, Jenny Cudd is also getting some backlash, and this involves her business. Becky's Flowers in Midland has been removed from the national wedding planning website, The Knot. In a statement on Twitter, the company, The Knot, says, quote, we do not condone the acts of violence and destruction that occurred at the Capitol and have removed Becky's Flowers business listing from our vendor marketplace pending further review. Jenny Cudd is not a partner nor an employee of The Knot worldwide. West 9 Sammy still caught up with some of Jenny Cudd's neighbors to find out how they feel about her arrest. She joins us live from Cudd's Flower Shop in Midland. Sammy, neighbors told you they're not surprised.
Crystal, Jenny is very well known in the community, and that's thanks to her Midland mayoral run back in 2019. She's also very known for her political views, including her stance on masks and wearing them in businesses. Now, her neighbors, they tell me they are not surprised that the FBI has arrested her following her actions at the Capitol last Wednesday.
Neighbor after neighbor telling me Jenny Cudd, well, she usually keeps to herself. As for her social media presence and her thoughts on President Trump, well, that's another story.
So when they put out the call to show up in Washington, D.C. and support the president, then we're going to do that.
Neighbors wouldn't go on camera, but they did tell me they are not surprised about the FBI arresting her after boasting about the riots at the Capitol on her social media.
Vandalize anything, but we did. We did, as I say that. We did break down the Nancy Pelosi's office door.
And now she is paying the price.
Do you regret any of your actions at the Capitol, Jenny?
But Cudd isn't the only one paying the price here.
Are you going to be worried about Becky's Flowers and the future of Becky's Flowers because of your political actions?
So is her business. The Knot making it clear they do not stand with Cudd's actions and removing Becky's Flowers as a vendor.
You know, and Midland mayoral candidate or Midland Mayor Patrick Payton, he's also put out a statement on how he feels about this whole thing, telling us, quote, as to the events surrounding Jenny Cudd, this is a federal matter, and it has been since all the events unfollowed last week in D.C. The mayor will reserve any further comment for much later and would encourage us all to reserve any further speculation or judgment on these matters until more is known and the federal authorities progress in their work on this matter. Now, I also spoke with Jenny Cudd's boyfriend, who was actually here at the flower shop today, kind of just standing guard. Of course, he would not comment on this situation. We are just looking for anyone that is close with Jenny to, give us her point of view. Now, Jenny does tell us she will be sharing her thoughts on this entire investigation on social media. As to what specific account that will be, we don't know. Reporting live in Midland, I'm Sammy Steele. Back to you, Crystal.
Well, as you heard earlier today, we stopped by Cudd's business, Becky's Flowers in Midland. The store is still open and it's operating as normal. We spoke with Cudd's boyfriend and several employees there, but again, they tell us they did not want to comment on her arrest.